Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As some of you might know, my name is Gail. I'm the owner of thebargainsden.com and the creator of this channel and also the host of the Bargains Den Studio. I got this order for the Nike, actually I think a day or two ago. I was supposed to ship it yesterday, but I ended up doing the Ponte suit, so I didn't get to it. I didn't get to do the video or anything like that, so I decided to do it today because I have to drop it also. And I didn't get a chance to do the video last night because again I was doing other things for the promotion that I have on my website. So here we go. I'm just unwrapping it. As you guys know, I always wrap it. It's not always a good thing because the shoe does end up getting squished, but it's a way for me to store everything because I have so many pair of shoes. So what I do, sooner or later I'm going to show you guys like the big box of shoes, but this one didn't end up on the box. This one actually was in my closet. I know, right? I took so many of them home and I took so many of them back that, like, you know, that one kind of remained in my closet, which I was happy about. I didn't have to look far for it. Usually I do have to look very far for it. As you guys can see, this one is in excellent condition. Okay, I don't like saying excellent, I like to say good. And I'm doing the packaging. I know there's already a video of it online because I already did a video of it. So this is the other Nike. This is the size 12. I'm going to remove the plastic inside. I'm just doing the inspection quickly. I don't know if I did watch this one on camera, but I know I did do a video of it because I have it on my site. I haven't even listed the other Nike on my site. Go figure. I completely forgot about it. To be honest, I always forget about some things or another. But anyway, I'm just gonna go wait. Let's put the flash on so I don't have to unlace it so you guys can see the inside. So with the flash, it looks super white. Even when I'm looking at it, I didn't know it was that white. It looks really super white. And I didn't even do anything to it other than clean it. I mean, I'm so happy about this one because I actually did a really good job. I mean, not that it needed that much. I don't remember. I'm trying to be good, like about not buying a lot more things, adding to my load. I'm trying to get rid of my inventory before I add new inventory because let's face it, if I do, the one things that I was looking at are more like brand name item. I even found some things about Gucci and was it a Gucci shoe, like Nike sneakers, and also I have a lot of things that I was looking at, but I decided I'm not gonna do it so you guys can see on the inside. I don't know if I need to unlace it. Let's unlace the first one so you guys can see, and then we're gonna go to the packaging. It's just for me to pull it out a little bit so you guys can see the inside and so also the buyer can see the inside. Okay, the lace is completely clean, obviously, duh. Okay, I know it's waiting for it and I don't want to mess it up too much. You guys can see the inside fully, and it's a size 12 US, and I'm gonna put the lace back. I might wipe it again, but differently. And I'm not gonna do like this extensive video of it because, like I said, there's already a video done, and this one was a recent one, so I didn't need to have to do a video. It's just reinspection has to be done properly, and there's no any tear, any cut. The customer asked me about shoestrings. What shoestrings? I probably should have looked it up before even asking you guys, but I always say the way I show it in the picture is always what you get. Like, you don't get any additional item unless I picture it with a box, and this one wasn't pictured with the box. God only knows, because let's face it, most of the box of all my Nikes are in the lane of the lost, and there is no way I'm getting inside that storage. When I first started, I used to get rid of the box because I didn't think anybody needed the box. So that's like the reason I didn't have many of the box. And then when I started to realize, and more people has been asking me about the box, I do have some boxes. But the thing is because some of them are squished in the back of my storage, and some of them are God only knows how far I put it back. And I'm pretty sure some of them have sneakers in it, because if there was something wrong with it and I didn't figure it out yet, or I didn't know how to clean it yet, I would just toss it in the bag. Well, not toss it obviously, but just put them in the bag and tell myself I'll do it later. When I get to it, I get to it. That's why I had to get a second storage, because when I have customer coming to my location, I didn't have any space for them to go to anything. So I had to get myself a second storage. They're like the reason I want to get rid of my storage and just keep everything online, by being better organized. My workspace is a mess. Again, you can see, yeah, so clean, in good condition. Okay, you guys can see that. Okay, and I'm not going to remove another lace on that one, and it's a size 12. So anyway, like I was saying, my customer couldn't walk through because I'm a little bit of a messy person. I mean, everything may be neat and clean on the outside, but I do create chaos when I'm doing the cleanup. And when I'm doing the sorting, it's the same thing. So they're like the reason I always try to clean everything before I shape it, even before I start, because when you do auction, you never know what you're going to get. So that's why I tend to wash everything first. Like if it looks good enough, I'm going to wash it and then go through it a second time around and do the inspection, because I don't want anything with hole and, like, you know, and stains to go through. So the second wash is more after the ones that I do decide to keep and not donate. So they're like the reason. It's the same thing with shoes, but some shoes need more work than others. And if a shoe has something that I don't think I can handle right now, I will put that in the bag. That's what I usually do. I put everything, I postpone it, and I say I'm gonna get to it, but I never get to them. So they're like the reason. Like for some shoe, my bad. Oh yeah, the lace is clean, as you guys can see. I mean, you all know about Nike Air Force One. Yeah, see, we all know about it. So there's no need for me to tell you something you already know. It's just the packaging for this one. So I'm not gonna put anything in the inside. I wish I had like the papers to put inside, but I'm not gonna put anything on the inside. This is the document I usually send to them. Not document, but the letter, just to thank them. And okay, and I'm gonna put that in a bag. Obviously, I started putting them in a bag. I don't know if I did that before, but lately, well, I've done it a few times. But I don't know when I started doing that. I used to just shape it out in the box, but now I started putting it. I think it's because things tend to move around, and I didn't want the sneaker to move around anymore. So that's why. Let me turn off the flash. My studio lights are good enough. And then I'm going to turn them back on so you guys can see. Again. See, like, okay, so once upon a time, I would be really obsessed with trying to remove every little dirt, to the point of even covering it up by painting it. But this time I've been good about it, because it's a used shoe. It's in good condition, obviously. It's just that, like, you know, you might see the little stains underneath it. There are things that I could not control, so I decided to leave it alone. Once upon a time, I would be obsessed about it. And I have a feeling why so many of those shoes that are in my storage remain on my storage is because I came across something that I couldn't, like, you know, those little stains here and there, and I was like, ooh. And for a moment there, I was on strike about not washing any sneakers. I was like, okay, I am done with sneakers. I'm not gonna wash any sneakers. I left that alone. I even messed up some like sandals, like other stuff. I messed up so many things because of the way I stored them. I will show you guys one on another video that I mentioned. Here you can see how where I put the kiwi and the Lenny, and I still haven't unwrapped it. You would think that I would stop bragging about it like it's okay, and it's not okay. But my thing is, I'm extremely honest with myself, and it's my life. Yeah, I'm an extremely honest person. So yeah, there's not much that come to mind that I don't say, and I think that's why I tend to ramble on so much, because whatever come to mind, I will say it. I mean, I probably shouldn't. And I think that's one of the reasons I couldn't handle the live stream. It wasn't that it felt silly for me. I didn't know how to do it. I mean, and like when I'm talking to you guys like this, I know I can rewatch it, re-record it. And if there's something I truly don't like, I can just start over. Although I can never start over once I start packaging the shoe, because there's no way I can start over because the shoe's gone. But usually, or I could mute it. But for the live stream, I just didn't know what to do. I mean, some people are good at certain things and some people are not good at it. It's not that I gave up on it. God knows I didn't, because I'm not a quitter. But I'm definitely going to figure out a way to go about it. So let's put it in the bag. I think maybe I need more practice, although I don't know how much practice it takes, but I truly do admire anybody that can do it. I know it's no big deal, but everybody has strength and skills, and I don't think that's my strength. My strength, to be honest, if I was working for a company or a store, like I was saying, I'm very good at acquisition. I think that's why my mom used to let me figure out where to get merchandise, because give me enough information, I can probably track it down. That's what I do, and that's why sometimes I went into brand names item for cheap. And I know a lot of people have those kind of skills. It's just like, for me, I don't go to thrift store. I thought about it, and I've even went to a few that other people have taken me, and it wasn't exactly that it was my cup of tea. It was just like thrift store, some thrift store, depending on the area you live in, some thrift store have started becoming more expensive. So the item, like if I see something like, okay, so let's just say they put this sneaker, and they might put it for $29, which is like, it's a good profit when you flip it. But at the same time, in my case, I see that I'm paying $29 for one thing, and I have issue with that, because I don't want to pay $29 for one thing. If I'm going to pay $29, I'm going to pay $29 for a bunch of stuff. So, and I know it's like, you'll be like, hey, no, that's like, $29 is super nice or whatever. No, yeah. My thing is, if I'm going to pay $29, it's going to be for a bunch of things. Yes. The reason that I might sell it for a different price afterwards is because there's labor involved. You have to clean it, and of course at the thrift store, the stuff already in good condition. So I guess maybe that's why the price it is what it is. In my case, well, not in good condition, because I don't know if they cleaned the shoe or they just put it. Based on the shoes that I saw the last time, one of the Poshmark, it was somebody that also sold on Poshmark that I went with. I'm not going to tell you guys what she buys, although I did do a video of it. I didn't put the video because I didn't think it was okay for me. Yeah, I'm wrapping it with the same plastic. I didn't think it was appropriate for me to tell what she sells, because we all have our own hustle, and she found her hustle, and she's successful at doing her own hustle. And even though I could give you a hint, I mean, it's obvious, there's so many ideal things that you can sell when you're selling online. Okay, so what she sold, I'm not going to tell you, but it's just like in that case, I didn't buy anything. I just went through and looked at stuff. And again, going to thrift store is a good way to start. And then you can start by branching out depending on how much space you have at your location. In my case, I had to rent storages till I buy a house. I mean, I used to have a house, but like some of you might know, I sold that when mom, after I found out that mom was sick. Okay, so when my mom got sick, I took a mortgage on my house. I was like, the business was closed. It wasn't that the business was fully closed, it was just that I wasn't shipping. I just shipped one container, and I have another brother, the one that got his ass kidnapped the last time. So, sorry about the S word, but the one that got himself in trouble, let's put it this way, I don't want to talk bad about Haiti, but the one that got himself in trouble, and the last time, and it's like he went through so much, and part of me feel like he didn't care that mom was literally passing away in front of our eyes, and I was seriously angry about it. But the way I see it is, I know what I'm dealing with. One of my brothers a mess, the other one is wonderful. So I've always known that one of them is, well, it's not even a work in progress, it's just, oh God no, I mean seriously. So that's this one, that's the one, like, you know, you went through everything. So that's why I had to start over. And then since I took a mortgage on my house, blah blah blah, things happened, and I took care of my mom, and the business was closed, and I was closed for 7 years. Like, I mean, let's be honest about it, I was closed for a long time, and I had to start over. And then after everything was said and done, funny thing is, after mom passed away, I still sent merchandise to him, and he did the same thing. I just kept my eyes closed to the mess, because I truly thought like us losing mom would make him change and, like, you know, be better. But he didn't. I mean, hell, he didn't even come to the funeral or even come to see mom, so I should have known. And oh no, just so you know, I forgave him a long time ago. I forgave him several times, even when he got in trouble the last time, like I was saying, and I even paid to get him back. I mean, if you're gonna care for somebody, unconditional love is real. I don't care it's family. Like, you know, you cannot just throw away family. Some family you can keep at a distance, like I do with him. But that doesn't mean that if he ever needs me, I'm not going to be there, because I'm always there, and he knows that. So I think that's why, even though he screws up a lot, he's always getting himself in trouble, and I'm always getting him out. I know, like, every family has one of those that you rescue all the time. And I think that's my problem, because that one I rescue all the time. The other one I raise is my little brother, is the younger one. I raise him. He's kind of like my pride and joy, because I didn't have kids. But it's not that I couldn't have kids, or I didn't want to have kids. I wanted to do adoption at a certain point. But when mom got sick, and like I said, because when you get to a certain age, you know that you may get in trouble if you try to do not surrogate, but if you try to do in vitro. So, and based on all the research I was doing, I realized, like, you know, doing so would make me a very, like, I mean, doing so would put my life in danger. So, not that, I mean, I'm saying there's not anything wrong with it. I'm just saying, for me, I didn't think he was right, so that's why I decided to do adoption. So when I was in Haiti, the last time, I was going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone and finish the adoption process, because I did meet with some people, and everything was going good. Again, well, in 2 weeks, how much can you get done? Yes, there was talks before I even get there, but my life was getting back together, and obviously, the whole incident that I had to escape from, and then, like, the reason I never finished, and then again I had to start over again. And I think, like, if you're gonna have kids, nobody is asking to be born, but if you have them, you have to take care of them. Even if you just do adoption, it's like you have to put them in a position where they can rely on you, and they don't feel like they have to worry about it, especially when you do adoption, because those kids been through so much already. So the last thing you want to do is put them into a situation where it's not fair to them. So I guess that's why I never finished the paperwork, aside from the fact I'm not saying that I'm never going to go back to Haiti. It's just like, I don't know. I can't say never, but I don't know. And besides, like, I'm kind of afraid of getting attached to anybody, like kids, because you get attached, and kids are expensive. but you get attached and then wait. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm packaging and I'm talking and I'm losing the train of my thought and I'm thinking, maybe did I forget something? No, I didn't. Like, I put everything in there, right? Okay. So, this side is better, and I can do it with the same side. So, like I was saying, I'm afraid I will get attached, so I think that's why I don't even do the godmother thing, regardless of how many times people ask. Because when you get attached, it's not your children, and you have to return them back. And I don't like to overstep, so I stay in my lane. I think I talk about, see, this is why I'm not good with live stream. I talk about a lot of stuff that I probably shouldn't talk about, and a lot of personal stuff when we are just looking at a sneaker that I'm packaging and shape. Too much information. 1 minute I was talking about buying auction, the next minute I'm talking about in vitro, and then kidnappings. I'm all over the place. I keep it interesting. Oh yeah, sooner or later I'm gonna be on camera. It's just practicing. I did that on Poshmark. I wasn't very successful at it. I bailed like there was no tomorrow, and I'm so proud of that too. Isn't it funny? I think it's because I love my flaws more than I love my qualities. That's why I tend to have to find humor in my flaws, because I know who I am, and then when you know who you are and you accept yourself fully, you can have fun with this. I don't know why some people get so miserable or are always trying to change themselves. You can try to do better, but changing me, not gonna happen. Okay, let's put the name on, well, the packaging slip. How do I say it? I mean, the label on. Let's put the label on. Okay, hold on a sec. Okay, it's done. Oh, you guys might be wondering why I did, like, some tape on the side. Okay, I just had the realization that, like, when I pressed the box, like, it was a little, like, maybe, I'm not sure. I was just overthinking it. So I put some tape on the side just to make sure that nothing happened to it. And I think it's because I've lost one too many packages, but I have not lost anything at UPS's, but I've lost one too many packages, not from UPS. USPS, and it depends on the location you drop it off. But I've always have insurance on my stuff, so yeah. You always need to have insurance on anything you ship. When you do a business like selling online, you always have to have insurance, because if you don't have insurance and the package gets lost, there's nobody to refund you. So I always have insurance, and I always make sure that I'm on point. Here we go, guys. So this is what it looks like. Thank you for watching, and I will keep on topic next time. We both know I'm not. So thank you guys again for watching. Till next time. Bye. Oh, yeah.